nightmares in my head. I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
Hey guys, it's Paul, and welcome back to my channel. I've got my bachelor's degree in criminal justice and a minor in psychology, and I'm going to say that for the next 19 videos because I'm just so proud of myself. On top of that, I'm a board member for a nonprofit, and we help missing person cases around West Virginia and surrounding areas. And we help the family and friends of missing loved ones get the resources they need to help aid into the search of their missing loved one. If you know someone who is missing in the West Virginia or surrounding areas, please get a hold of us and we'll do what we can. And we are here with another in the Unsolved in West Virginia series. Now this one is one of the more, I guess, historical, haunted ones that we are going to talk about. But those can be fun to talk about, right? And we are going to go over Droop Mountain today. This is a big battle area in the Civil War type era, and it was fun to learn about. So let's just get right in. So the Droop Mountain battlefield is located in Pocahontas County, West Virginia. It's in the town Hillsborough, which is like the southern part of West Virginia, close to the Virginia line. And it does sit on about 287 acres. And this place is known to be one of the most haunted areas in West Virginia. So before 1863, West Virginia became the 35th state in the country. Now, the Confederates did want to keep West Virginia as part of the Confederacy. And Virginia still saw way larger battles than West Virginia ever did, but a big thing was that the Confederate side still had control of the B&O Railroad. And this is how they would send troops and goods and anything they need to other troops in the area. So on November 6, 1863, General William W. Averill did lead the Union soldiers from Beverly, West Virginia to confront General John Eccles and the Confederates in Lewisburg. This was in hopes to push the Confederates back towards the Virginia border. Now they did have a goal of disrupting the railroad, but the big thing Averill did was hit them from the left. That way General Nichols' attention was that way, and then come through the right and do the big attack. Now the Confederates were the smaller army in this battle, but they marched 27 miles to Pocahontas County once they figured out what Averill's plan was. They tried to block the highway, that way the Union Army could not pass, but they were bigger, so it was not successful. And there was about a 6-hour brutal and bloody attack. It's thought to have started around 11 a.m., and there was a lot of hand-to-hand combat, and there was also a lot of cannon fire and mortar shells. And around 1:45 p.m., Averill's right wing attacked the Confederate left, and then sent the rest of them to attack the Confederate center, which, might I add, was on Droop Mountain. Now, the Confederates were shooting down at the Union soldiers, but the Union was just powering upward, which again, there was a lot of hand-to-hand combat, and this gave a Union a leg up in this. Because like I said, the Confederates were way smaller of an army, and there was about 5,000 Union soldiers, and there was only about 1,700 of the Confederates. Now around 3 p.m. the Confederates were really starting to just get pushed back, and by 4 p.m. the battle was pretty much over. And they said they could find musket balls stuck in the trees, that you could hear screams from the woods, and there was at least 78 men dead, 45 Union soldiers, and 33 Confederates. Now, this was known as a Union victory, and it was also known as the last major American Civil War battle in the state of West Virginia. But of course, a lot of people died in a very brutal and traumatic way, which caused this place to be haunted. And most people say the spirits they saw on Droop Mountain are soldiers. They say they see them just wandering the battlefield, and that there is one that is sitting on a horse. And the spirits of these soldiers they see are dressed in the Civil War type outfits. Most of the time they are seen on guard or marching, but when you go up to them, they disappear. But you can still sometimes see orbs. Things they feel in this area are drops of temperature and just a feeling of uneasiness. Now, supposedly in this area, you can still definitely hear the drums and the bugles, screams, people yelling commands, gunfire, cannon blasts, and clashing of swords. Now, in 1920, a logger named Edward Walton did have an experience on Droop Mountain with a friend. They had stopped by this area to camp for the night, and they had camped near the graves of the Confederate soldiers. And he was preparing a fire for the night when he saw this headless soldier just floating around. Now, in 1867, people from all around the country were going to these Union graveyards and digging up the soldiers and putting them in national cemeteries. Now, I have a feeling that digging up the dead and replacing them somewhere else can unfortunately make it haunted. I could be wrong about that, but to me, that feels like something that could be happening, right? And in 1928, this area became West Virginia's first state park. And in 1935, they made footpaths to go on different trails around different areas of the battlefield. Things that are at the Droop Mountain Battlefield State Park are 4 to 5 hiking trails, picnic areas, play areas, the lookout tower still there, and a memorial where they have replica cannons, and has a place of all the names of people that died in Droop Mountain. They have graves, a park office, and a museum. And in every October, they have a reenactment of the battlefield in this area, if that's something you're interested in seeing. And there are ghost tours. There's guided ghost tours and group tours where you can use different technology like the EVP and stuff like that. And this state park is actually very popular for people that are into history or even just the Civil War era. And you do get a lot of traffic at this state park from people that are into the paranormal also. And that is a brief description of Droop Mountain. I could have went way deeper, but to be honest, I am just not that knowledgeable in war or the Civil War era that I felt like I could explain anything really past this. But have you guys ever been to Droop Mountain? And if you have been there, have you noticed anything weird or off? Or even did you see some of this paranormal or feel some of this paranormal stuff that people are talking about? Please leave that in the comments below because I am just so interested to hear your guys' take. But thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe for me, and hit that notification button. That way you're notified the next time I upload. And I still have a GoFundMe going for Crystal Young. If you have not watched her video yet, you need to, so you know why her mom needs this PI so bad. I also still have stickers for sale. They're $2 each, and all proceeds go to the Cold Case Foundation, so it is for a good cause. And again, thank you guys just so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.